counties know the sound of his truck, gravel and groan pulling into your yard. Coffee going cold in a chipped white mug. He'll show up early and he'll work real hard. Freight rope holding the ladder to the rack, old receipts stuffed in the glove box door. He'll patch your roof before the next rain comes, says I'll get to mine next spring like before. He sealed the Harmon barn twice after the flood, climbed the old church steeple in the sleet, fixed the Duchesne trailer after lightning hit, never once left a job incomplete. But his own place leans a little to the east, and the roof has needed work for years. He writes it on the back of an old receipt, next spring front corner, then it disappears. Next spring, next spring, always one more season down the road. Next spring, next spring, a good man carrying everybody's load. But nobody knew his shingles were giving way. Nobody knew because he never said. Next spring kept coming, next spring kept going, and the ceiling fell in over his bed. The storm came hard from the northwest that night, the kind that doesn't knock, just kicks the door. By morning half the ceiling had come down, and the rain was standing on the kitchen floor. He sat down in the one dry corner left, wrapped both hands around that old chipped mug, waited for a truck to pull into the lane, listened to the quiet like a man who never shrugged. Next spring, next spring, always one more season down the road. Next spring, next spring, a good man carrying everybody's load. But nobody knew his shingles were giving way. Nobody knew because he never said. Next spring kept coming, next spring kept going, and the ceiling fell in over his bed. No one came because no one knew to come. He'd always been the one who did the coming. He'd spent his whole life fixing other people's broken things and never let on that his own were crumbling. 3 counties knew his truck, his ladder, and his name, but not a soul knew what he was going through. When you're always the one doing the helping, people forget that you need helping too. He pulled an old receipt out of his shirt pocket, turned it over to the blank side in the light, wrote his own name down like a stranger's, first time he'd ever been the one who needed something right. Folded it up and set it on the wet table. No one there to see it, no one knew to come. He'd fixed 1,000 roofs for 1,000 people, but never told a soul he needed help from anyone. Next spring always meant he'd get around to it. Just one more season, he'd take care of his own. But a man can't call for help he never offered, and the rain don't care if you're too proud to phone. Next spring, next spring,